Good morning, everyone. My name is Bindu Zachariah George, and the topic that we have for discussion is the basic structure doctrine of the Constitution. My topic is taken from the Constitution, Part 2. It is part of second semester of 3-year LLB of KSLU. Now, I'm also studying in the same semester. The basic structure doctrine of the Constitution applies only to the constitutional amendments, which states that the Parliament cannot destroy or alter the basic features of the Indian Constitution. To understand this topic better, it is important for us to know the basic features, which includes the supremacy of the Constitution, republican and democratic form of our Indian government, the secular character of the Constitution, the separation of power, and the federal character of our Constitution. Now, when did this happen? We'll have to look at the evolution of the basic structure. The word basic structure is not mentioned in the Constitution of India. The concept developed gradually with the interference of the judiciary from time to time to protect the basic rights of the people and also the ideals and the philosophy of the Constitution and the Constitution makers. Now we know that the father of the Indian Constitution is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So he and his team were the ones who made our Indian Constitution relevant for us. Okay, and the first Constitutional Amendment Act 1951 was challenged in the Shankari Prasad versus Union of India case. Now, to understand these better, let me also give you a list of important Supreme Court decisions. The first one is the case that I just quoted, Shankari Prasad versus Union of India, 1951. Then the second case that would become relevant in our course of study is Sajjan Singh versus State of Rajasthan, 1965. The third one being Golaknath versus State of Punjab, 1967. The fourth case being Keshwananda Bharati versus State of Kerala, 1971. Minerva Mills versus Union of India. Indira Gandhi versus Raj Narayan, 1975, which is a prominent case. Then Indira Shawne versus Union of India, 1992. S.R. Bommai versus Union of India, 1994. I would want you to go back and refer these case laws. Now let's delve into our topic. The basic structure doctrine, how did it come into place? The Constitution empowers the Parliament and the state legislatures to make laws within their respective jurisdiction. Bills to amend the Constitution can only be introduced in the Parliament, but this power is not absolute. If the Supreme Court finds any law made by the Parliament inconsistent with the Constitution, it has the power to declare the law to be invalid. Thus, to preserve the ideals and philosophy of the original Constitution, the Supreme Court has laid down the basic structure doctrine. Now, this is the definition of basic structure doctrine. According to the doctrine, the Parliament cannot destroy or alter the basic structure of the doctrine. Now, I'm going to look at the first case that we started discussing, which is Shankari Prasad versus Union of India. The amendment was challenged on the grounds that it violates the Part 3 of the Constitution and thereby should be considered invalid. The Supreme Court held that the Parliament under Article 368 has the power to amend any part of the Constitution, including fundamental rights. The court gave the same ruling in Sajjan Singh versus State of Rajasthan in 1965. Let's look at the Golaknath case. In Golaknath versus State of Punjab case in 1967, the Supreme Court overruled its earlier decision. The Supreme Court held that the Parliament has no power to amend Part 3 of the Constitution as the fundamental rights are transcendental and immutable. According to the Supreme Court, Article 368 only lays down the procedure to amend the Constitution and does not give absolute powers to the Parliament to amend any part of the Constitution. The Parliament in 1971 passed the 24th Constitution Amendment Act. The Act gave the absolute power to the Parliament to make any changes in the Indian Constitution, including the fundamental rights. It made it obligatory for the President to give his assent on all the constitutional amendment bills which are sent to him. In 1973, in Keshwananda Bharati case, which is against State of Kerala, the Supreme Court upheld the validity of the 24th Constitution Amendment Act by reviewing its decision in Golaknath case. The Supreme Court held that the Parliament has powers to amend any provisions of the Constitution which needs to be maintained. But the Apex Code did not give any clear definition of the basic structure. It held that the basic structure of the Constitution could not be abrogated even by a constitutional amendment. In the judgment, some of the basic features of the Constitution which were laid down by the judge are the supremacy of the Constitution, the republican and democratic feature of the government, the secular character of the Constitution, the federal character of the Constitution, the separation of power, the unity and sovereignty of India, and the individual freedom. Now, I would like to end my topic by saying that though we have discussed this in a very simpler manner, it's important for us to go back and check our textbooks to get the relevant articles and the case laws and to study in depth. Thank you very much. This is Bindu Zachariah George signing off.